Hey everybody, how's it going? My name's Joe. Welcome to recap number 138. 138. As of this, we have 17 games, I think, left to play for the Super Nintendo. But tonight we're going to be covering the above. Let's get started. First up, Casper, based on the mid 90s movie, which was really popular when we were kids. Like, I remember that movie was kind of a big deal. It got a lot of TV replay. Uh, the game, however, is pretty rough. So it's basically just a big maze in the mansion, trying to find the ectoplasm to revive Casper, or I guess technically the girl's dad. They did like rotoscoping animations on the people here, and it looked. The idea was to make it look like the movie characters, but it just. I mean, it looked okay. But the game itself was very, very boring. Just the same enemies over and over again. Uh, and they all, of course, respawn. If you left a room, came back, everything was back. Music and sound was meh. Gameplay was pretty meh. Just not really very fun at all. So Casper gets a big old thumbs down. Next up was Donkey Kong Country 3. Now, this is my least favorite of the Donkey Kong Country games, honestly. I love Dixie Kong, and two, she's great. I hated Kitty Kong. So, not a big fan of this one. That said, the game still looks good, plays good, sounds amazing. Great music. There's nothing wrong with this game other than Kitty Kong. I don't like it. Still gets a thumbs up because it's still a good, visually appealing, good audio, good like tight platforming video game. You know, the Donkey Kong Country series, whether you like it or not, are solid games. And I didn't like this one, but I acknowledge it. It's a solid game. Next up is Whizz. Whizz is a very basic maze running game, essentially. You are this rabbit who is racing your opponent. I can't remember what the opponent was, another anthropomorphic animal. And you have a clock. It's not a real time clock, thank God. You run across the finish line, clock starts. You have to navigate the maze, isometric view. You're looking for. I mean, ostensibly, you're just looking to get to the end. Now, there are walls you have to break, and to break those walls, you have to get the power ups that match the texture of the wall. So, like, there's a brick square. If you pick it up, you can break the brick wall. That's the only requirement. There's a ton of other things you can pick up for extra points, continues. There's four like little rockets. If you jump on the button that you find, it'll launch the rocket. If you launch four rockets, you get an extra life. Uh, there's chests and keys, and the keys were required for a couple of the like the mazes. Like you had to open a door to go down it to come up somewhere else. But for the most part, the keys were used for treasure chests to get points. So it took about an hour to beat. I did use save states, but I feel very much like it's not Donkey Kong Country, right? And it's not a game I would recommend to a gamer who's like, I want a good solid game. Just noticing my camera's off center, which is bothering me. But I will acknowledge, like, if you have a younger kid, 10 years old maybe, maybe younger, I guess, honestly. This isn't a terrible game. I gave it a thumbs up. I wouldn't personally buy it, but again, for a specific demographic, and it's a completely okay game, you know, it was all right. I'd thumb up it. Where the hell are we? Next up, Street Fighter Alpha 2. The fact that this got ported from an arcade to the Super Nintendo is bonkers, with of course a ton of content and big downgrades in the just overall perspective. Like the fact that it looks as amazing as it does is a credit to them. It had its own chip that decompressed the visuals like as the game ran. So every time you started a fight or finished a fight, there's like a 2 or 3 second pause while it like loads everything. But the fighting is still smooth, and the animations are pretty smooth, and the music's really good. And while again, just like Whizz, this isn't a game I would buy because when I play a fighting game, I want it to be smooth all the way through. And so, much as I've said many times before with every other fighting game I've played, Street Fighter 2 Turbo is my choice for the Super Nintendo. Alpha 2 is fine. I give it a thumbs up. It was a good game. Not my personal pick. Also very expensive. But that is what it is. And then last up, SimCity 2000. This game did not, just like Street Fighter Alpha 2. The fact that you can put it on the Super Nintendo does not mean that you should put it on the Super Nintendo. So this switched from the top down to an isometric top down. It switched from the flat build blocks to this like highlighted grid system. So you would highlight these spaces to be built. The buildings would slowly kind of pop up, just like the original, sort of. Like they never like the whole commercial didn't like turn into one thing. Really, I mean, sometimes they did, but this operates kind of the same way. You have the same general systems: roads, trains, electric. This one adds in water. At some point, your people demand water to be put in, so you have to manage sewer lines and water pumps and water towers. It does still have the disasters and things. Um, Instead of Dr. Wright, who I felt had a ton of character and was super fun, they added this one has like a newspaper that will pop up occasionally, and you can actually like click different articles and read the articles. So it'll actually tell you things like, oh, crime's bad and stuff like that, which I can appreciate. That was kind of neat. It was an interesting idea. But every time you moved the map, scrolled like up, down, left, right, just like Street Fighter Alpha, like it had a pause while it did that. The menus I didn't find to be nearly as intuitive in this one. I mean, some of it is, but a lot of it's not. Uh, like Windows, every time you click on a thing, like you see it a couple times here, I click on it and it opens a second menu. It's not just like commercial. Like you open commercial and there's light commercial or dense commercial. And it's the same way for industrial and residential. And then you click on like one thing and it's like power plant. And then it's like nuclear plant, coal plant, hydroelectric plant. And then you click on the police star and it's police station, fire. It just it added a bunch of stuff and then sub-menued it all. And so it just felt far less intuitive to me. That's a me opinion thing. This one I gave a thumbs down. While Street Fighter Alpha I can argue to be a good game that I just wouldn't want because it's not, because that little bit of loading. This game I just did not find nearly as fun to play as the original SimCity. I would pick the original SimCity over this. So there you go. 3 thumbs up. Not bad. That's a good set. And like I said, I think after this, we've got 17 games to go. And we're really just fucking running down. Like the end is in sight, man. So everybody who's stuck with us for all this time, I appreciate you guys. Appreciate anybody who's getting with us now. So thanks a lot. We'll see you guys next recap. And have a good one.